So now this is obviously a lot more sinister. And again, when we're dealing with this, obviously, and he's one of the major charges is that he's a sex trafficker. But listen to what he has to say, how he would recruit women, young women. Listen to this.
Is this, man?
Look at the website down there, pickupartisttools.com. So he's teaching how to pick up women, and not only so picking up women. Okay, that's been going on for a very long time as well. So that's okay, I guess. But I wouldn't, I would never.
No, pickup culture is horrible. Pickup culture is horrible.
Yeah, but we can't really ban that. Yeah, I mean, but I think these men who actually, no, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like when Vitaly and all these pranksters, they popularized this gold digger experiment. All of them were scripted and fake, and it is misogynistic. It is. There's no two ways about it. But that has appealed to a lot of, again, 90% of or 80% of horny single men. 80% of men who are apparently horny and single, and they're just like, girls don't go to them. They're like, that's why they're becoming red pill. But anyway, we'll digress into something else.
By the way, we don't have any problem with men and young women being horny. Like we're not using the word horny. Like it's good to be horny. Okay, so
I'm just saying, like then when you become desperate. I'm talking about it from desperation point of view. So these guys become desperate, and the ground is ripe for them to be exploited. That's what's actually happening with men. So listen to this. So what he has to say.
Before I had this webcam business, I fucked girls. I've got a PhD. I've always been the best. But I wasn't militant with it. Like, I'd get a girlfriend. I'd fuck here, there, but I didn't really care. But after I started this business and realized that the only way I can get girls to work for me is to fuck them first, I became militant. It became my job to fuck girls. I was fucking ruthless. I mean, every day I'd send 20 Instagrams. Every day I was on a date. I was fucking 4 girls, 5 girls a week. Because that's how I built my business. I built my business off the back of my dick. That's how I got rich. So I became militant with the...
Yeah, so you want to say something? Yeah.
Wait, I want to say something. I know why he's saying this, okay? He doesn't really mean what he's saying here, in my opinion, okay? I think what he's trying to do is sell his line of work. I'm imagining like a boy like behind a computer, like, oh my God, I wish I had that job. You have to fuck girls for this job. That sounds like the best job in the world. Oh, teach me more, guru. Like this is. I think that's what he's saying. I think this is part of his manipulation of the people who are watching him to respect him. Like, oh my God, how could I be more like him that I have to fuck girls for my job? This is like,
Yeah, but there still would be, obviously there would be a lot of exaggeration, like I was doing 4 or 5 girls a week or whatever, like obviously, because he ddid build his cam business at the back of it. He did build it up. He did create his business at the back of it. But listen to this part.
Pimping. And my bottom bitch understood it, and she understood that perfectly. So that is the recruitment structure, and that is extremely...
So he brings up, so let me give you a bit of explanation what he means by...
Bottom bitch.
What does he mean by this bottom bitch? Now, you might have heard that woman who came out and said that, it was just a role play, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people are now saying she is that bottom bitch. Sorry I'm just quoting him. So, and he brings up this bottom bitch multiple places, top bitch, who apparently was a woman who's running his operation. And if he fails to seduce or lure a woman into his cam business, then she would take over. She would say, hey, look how beautiful our life is. And, like, this is great. Cam business is great. You're going to make a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. And that's how they would manipulate women into this cam industry. So first he would approach, again, we've discussed the lover boy method, seduce them, and then slowly bring them into this cam business, convince them to, okay, let's do cam business. And if he fails to do it, then he's going to use his top bitch. Some places it calls it top bitch, some calls it bottom bitch. I think it's the same one. So that woman, apparently, the one who said that, it was just a role play, blah, blah, blah. And she keeps uploading videos in his favor. So a lot of people are saying that she's one of the top bitches, basically, who's running. So obviously her survival is also tied to Andrew Tate's survival. So don't really buy into all of that crap as well. So she might be a victim as well. But the bigger problem here is, so here he basically told you that, okay, this was my business. I have to go and F girls and I'm going to make them my girlfriends. And that's how he was recruiting these girls, by sending unsolicited messages on Instagram to these Instagram models and so forth. But as a method of controlling, this is what he does. This is where it gets more sinister. Listen to this part.
It's always going to be difficult to manage. It's never going to be easy for you as a one man to have all these women working for you, because you have to fuck the girls. This is a fucking super important. You're probably sitting there with a smile on your face right now.
Did you Armin, did you say why?
Why?
Listen to this. Yeah, this is it. This is the crux.
It sounds very unprofessional.
Yes, girls. This is a fucking super important. You're probably sitting there with a smile on your face right now. Look at you fuckers. You're all like, yes. You have to fuck the girls. You cannot sit and do a purely professional business relationship with a female. It doesn't work.
Wow.
One more thing. If you think that this video is a bit disjointed, whatever, and you might have to watch it 5 or 6 times, do it. But all the knowledge is in here. So I'm not going to sit and try and work out modules and all that crap. I talk as it comes. So if you have to watch it 10 times, watch it 10 times. I know what I'm fucking talking about. You have to fuck the girls. You cannot do a business relationship with a female, and I'll tell you why. Women have sex with somebody. If they're not fucking you, they're fucking somebody else. Now, a woman's always going to be the most loyal to the guy she's fucking, as opposed to anyone else for any other reason. If you have a girl work for you and you say, look, we're going to be business partners, we're going to make money. Here's your cut. Here's my cut. We're going to work together. Blah, 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 blah. Here's I've had dudes, I've known loads of guys who've like tried to do a contract with a girl, tried to sit there and talk common sense to a girl. When's the last time talking common sense to a girl has ever worked?
Oh, wow. Ever.
If you're not fucking the girl, she is fucking someone else. And that other person she's fucking is going to have the control over her mind.
But look how primitive and backward this way of thinking is. So I have worked, like in my corporate world, I have worked with women. I mean, they all have relationships, they all have wives, but he genuinely believes that there is a lot of truth in this. Now he's not being cool about it. He genuinely believes that if you're not effing the woman, somebody else is effing her, and then he's gonna, and that guy would be pulling the strings. He genuinely believes
in any way, in any line of work.
Well, this is look, okay, maybe he meant that maybe in this particular line of work, but
because I was imagining, for example, I don't know, like you're a CEO of a company,
yes,
and you're trying to hire
her husband is controlling the company. This is
you're trying to go through a complete financial restructuring, and you're hiring a CFO, and the CFO is woman. They're like, okay, sorry, apparently I have to. This professional woman will not be loyal to this company unless I fuck. Like what? Like I don't understand. Well, women are only loyal to the people who are fucking them. This man has no idea what he's talking about. Like women have, like, they have their family, they have their sex life, they have their professional life. Just like men, they could separate these things from each other. What the hell? Like, how does he talk about all women? Like, here's my tip to you. Okay, when somebody talks in generals about half the population of the planet as if they all have the same characteristics, okay, they're full of crap. They're idiots, and you're an idiot for believing in them even for half a second. If you listen to this man, okay, and you were like, maybe he has a point, you're a moron. You're a moron. I'm sorry, you are.
But listen, so he comes up with a genius way to avoid that problem. This is what he does.
As opposed to you. And if he controls her mind and you don't control her mind, once she starts to pick it up a bit after a few weeks, a few months, whatever, and realizes how to make money on her own, is she going to stay and keep paying you, or is she going to run off and pay her boyfriend, or them two are going to go traveling in Southeast Asia and she's going to work as she goes, or she's going to go to her boyfriend and say, look, fuck it, you type for me. She's going to run off. She's going to leave. There's no way. I did this business for a long time. There's no such thing as having girls who work for you who you've not fucked. It's impossible. You have to fuck them, and they have to love you. It's essential to the business, because otherwise women have no loyalty.
This is more sinister. So this actually says this is a snitching part.
Manipulation. This is manipulation. This is
no, but this is criminal.
And they have to love you.
This is criminal manipulation. So that's where it becomes sex trafficking. So again, lover boy method, seduced them. Now he has coerced them into having sex, and they're thinking that I'm pleasing my boyfriend or my partner or whatever, and he knows damn well there's no sincerity in that. He's purposefully doing that. He's established a sexual relationship with the sole intent and purpose of manipulating them into making money. Now, yes, people manipulate at a at a personal level as well. Partners, couples, they manipulate each other. Little things. Baby manipulates you when they smile and cry. All of that thing happens. But when you involve money into it, that's when it actually becomes criminal, and it becomes easier to enforce. That okay, that's where trafficking is involved. That's where when this woman is going to wake up one day that I've been taken for a ride, I've been fooled by this man, I've been manipulated by this man. That's when they're going to go to the police, and that's exactly what's happened. So it has basically caught up with him. So I'll just quickly finish this video.
If you sit and say to a man, look, I'm going to show you how to make unlimited money on your computer from home, and we're going to do it together. And after a few months, he can do it on his own. He'll still sit there and go, yeah, but we started this together, so let's just stick at it together. He showed me how. Without him, I wouldn't have any of this, so I'll give him his cut. Women don't think that way. Women don't have any loyalty like that. They'll think, well, fuck him. I can do it without him now. Fuck him. And they'll run off. Women are snakes.
This is genuine misogyny, don't you think? This is genuine misogyny. He genuinely believes that.
It is genuine misogyny, but I think it's also something else. This man has been broken. Okay, this is his.
He hates his mother. He hates his mother. He hates his sister. That's also come out. His mother has disowned him, and he has never on camera. He said that he has no relationship with his sister.
I think he has trauma about women leaving him, and this is why he wants to do everything. This is why this might be more than I don't know. Okay, but I'm just guessing. Okay, I'm not a mental professional. Okay, I think this is more than just about money. I don't think this is about. When he takes their passports away, when he like manipulates them or threatens them or fucks them or tries to make them fall in love with them for them to not to leave, is because he's trying to do everything in his power to make them not leave, because them leaving brings back that trauma, brings back that memory of whatever crushed him, whatever hurt him before, whatever made him do all of this, so that he could say that he could prove to himself that he has control over women. He wants to make that right by forget what happened to him by proving him to himself that was a one-off thing, that he is not going to let women leave him. So when a woman now in his life, in his business, comes and tells him like, I'm done with this, we have like videos of him telling what he did. Like he threatened them, he threw their belongings out the window. It wasn't because he needed their money, it wasn't because of his business success, it was probably because he was reliving that trauma, reliving that heartbreak. Because again, he tells his students that all of the men want to prove that they're worth something to other men, right? And potentially to himself. It's more about you proving something to yourself, that you're worth something, that woman in your life that left you that back then, if they could see you now, they made a mistake, but look at me now. They would be on their knees now. Look at all these other women that are begging me to be with me, to work for me, that they love me. Okay, and I have manipulated all of them. Look how much in control I am. It's all about proving to yourself. You're showing other people how much worth you have, and by other people's accepting that, you say like it must be right because all of these people I agree as well. Do you think that's a good guess? What do you think? You're me to be.
No, I agree. I think when he said this, women are snakes. Well, the first time I heard it, I said, well, this guy's been broken by some woman. And then later on, some other news stories have come up. I saw a clip where he was saying that me and my brother, we don't like my sister. He doesn't like his sister. And then his mother has been awkwardly quiet. But then someone close to his mother has actually given a statement that his mother is shocked at his behavior. And she apparently lives in Luton still, in a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom house, and very... in poverty, as they said. So however much money he was making, he wasn't obviously. So that shows that he doesn't have a good relationship with his mother. So yeah, you're right. You've hit the nail on his head. He's been burnt by some woman, heartbroken, and now he's just having this revenge on women.
Be in love with you, which means you have to have sex with them. So I fuck him, and they'll run off. Women are snakes. They have to be in love with you, which means you have to have sex with them. So this is why your bottom bitch is so important, because Your bottom bitch is going to be there from the beginning. And if you ever want to grow the business, you have to be having sex with other women. And your bottom bitch has to understand that. So the dynamic you pull there with your number one girl, your bottom bitch, your first girl, is after you've been working a few weeks or whatever, after things are going well, you'd say to her, you know what? Me and you can get even richer. And she'll say, how? And you'll say, if me and you got some other girls, me and you, not me. If me and you got some other girls to work, then we'd have even more money. And also what we could do is I could give you a percentage of their money. So you could teach them, train them to be like you, and I can give you a cut of their money as well. So you have more money as well. And we can buy a house, we can buy a car, we can invest in crypto, whatever. Sell them a dream. Sell them some dream. And we'll buy this big property in fucking the Bahamas. And she'll go, oh yeah, but where are we going to find girls from? Say, well, I'm going to find the girl and I'm going to bring her to you, and you can tell her how good it is to work for me and how great it is to do this webcamming thing and how smart we are with this typing system that no one else uses. It's actually true that no one else really uses a typing system. The system I taught you is the top.
It's actually true. Anyway, so that's finished. So obviously he's just snitched himself using sex as means to control, manipulate, coerce women. Someone could make an argument that, hey, those women were still responsible for their actions, but this is not how. I think when Vidu was going that way, I'm sure he would be horrified as well. He was horrified to begin with, but he was making the argument that where do we say that, okay, this is coercion, and where these women are going to take responsibility for your actions. Like, for example, if I come to you, if I manipulate you somehow, if I con money out of you, then that's, then I'm a con artist and then I deserve punishment. So I haven't put a gun to your head and scammed money from you. But in this case, he's coercing women. Now, has he put a gun to her head or not? How do you answer that? There's no violence involved, apparently, through his own snitching. Although I'm genuinely, a lot of women have accused him of violence as well. These women, the American woman, for example, the one that, from where he got into trouble. That was happening in August last year, February or March last year, when he took her passport and they didn't let her go, and then she called her boyfriend in America, and then he alerted the authorities, and the Romanian police swatted him, and they recovered the woman. But they've been investigating him ever since in the sex racket thing. But how do you? But some people say, well, she went there willingly. She got into this cam business willingly. If she decided to sleep with him, she did that willingly, and now if she's falling for his words willingly, then where is the responsibility? How do you answer that? But no, I obviously don't buy that. I say, well, there's still coercion. There's mental manipulation, especially to take financial advantage of it. That should be a crime. How do you answer that?
Well, I mean, so I think people have to separate the legal discussions from the moral discussions, okay? So when it comes to the coercion that is illegal, I don't know what they got him on. Like, it seems like he also did something illegal. But let's imagine that he didn't do anything that physically that was coercive, okay? But I think he did. That's why he's in trouble. But let's assume he didn't, okay? That would make it not illegal. But we are judging not just the legality of it, but also the morality of it. Okay, so because there's levels of coercion that is that legally are not considered coercion, but they are cultish manipulation tactics, right? That have been studied for many years in cultish behavior and cult manipulation and gaslighting and stuff like that, and it's pretty close to coercion, right? And there's a wide study on this. Like, this is not something that people are just making stuff up, right? There are levels, there are ways for you to manipulate. That's why we call it, maybe if you don't want to call it coercion, you could call it manipulation, right? And because it's it's a gray line, like, you cannot make it illegal, because if you make manipulation illegal, then the law would be too involved in people's lives, and there's not a very clear line of how much manipulation could be considered coercion. So coercion, the things that we are calling manipulation and cultish mentality and cultish level of manipulation, is not something that the law can get involved with, because the level of coercion that you can prove for the legal authorities to get involved with is the standards are a lot higher. But just because something the law, the standards for the law getting involved is so high, that doesn't mean we can't judge them. We could, like, there are many things that have passed the red line of immorality by miles before getting to the red line of legality. I notice a lot of people, when they try to defend somebody, they keep bringing up the law as if that is our only standard of judging somebody. The line between something, when something passes the immorality and eventually for it to eventually get to illegality, that's a whole world of things. Like, I don't know, like cheating on your wife, for example, that's not illegal, but we don't say that's moral just because it's not illegal. So again, this cultish manipulation tactics and gaslighting, that is completely within the zone of immorality, and we are completely justified to judge it as completely disgusting behavior. Even when it comes to the standards of legality, you need a lot more for you to be able to arrest somebody. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it's a very good point. It's a very good point that we can still make a judgment when these people hide behind that, hey, didn't break any laws. We can still make a moral claim that, is that the guy you want to worship? Is that your hero who openly admits that I manipulate women and all of that? But final confession, Andrew Tate's next episode of Andrew Tate's Confession. It's a short video, but I would play this to you. In this case, I think he might be in trouble. He might be breaking the law here because he.
Oh yeah,
about the tax.
Yeah. Just to be clear, I do think that Andrew Tate also
did say that.
Yeah, he did. He did. Like, I saw, assuming he didn't do anything. Like, but obviously he did.
Yeah. Okay, you've already said it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen to this one. I reckon there might be some criminal charge that could be thrown at him here.
Okay.
If he wasn't just bragging about it, if he actually acted on what he's preaching here. Have a listen to this one.
Next, tax. Going back to tax quickly, we talk about the fault audit thing. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So you don't need to pay tax to anybody. But you need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax, because girls are lazy and girls are stupid and girls don't understand how taxes work. So the girl's working with you and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. She'll sit there and go, okay. Now that allows you to do two things. One, it's another control element. If I work with him, my tax is not a problem. If I do it alone, I have to deal with taxes. Taxes are complicated. So control element. Secondly, it allows you to pay her a smaller percentage. So I used to pay my girls 30%. So for every 10,000.
Remember how I said earlier it's 50-50, but then now he tells you that, okay, I only pay them 30%. I say the rest of the 20% are going towards your tax. This is clear scam.
Wait, this is beyond scam. He just admitted it. I mean, that's not true. Wait, it's not true that if you get paid in Bitcoin, you don't have to pay tax.
That could be a separate charge, yeah.
No, that's not only illegal. He's giving bad advice. This is like you paying for it. Are these paid courses? Because he's giving you the wrong advice.
This is pickup artist tools.
Okay, if you
guess who's watching.
Dude, even if you get paid in candies, you still have to pay taxes on candies. You could get paid in rocks and you have to still pay taxes on rocks. Like,
okay, I don't know that. I don't know about the Bitcoin. I think he meant that, okay, with Bitcoin, the government or the agencies would not be able to would not be able to know that how much you're making. Therefore, you don't owe any tax.
That's even worse. That is okay. So if he said, okay, there's two things. Right? Either he thinks that if you get paid in Bitcoin, you don't have to pay tax. Then he's an idiot and he's giving you bad information, or he thinks you have to pay them and he's telling you that you could get away with it, which is like an invitation, an admission that he's doing tax evasion, and an invitation to his students and recorded that, hey, do tax evasion. This is recorded evidence of him telling people to evade taxes.
That's how he got. He's self-snitching. I told you the confessions of Andrew Tate.
Like,
he's confessing.
And he's like, oh, you know why they're coming? I didn't do anything wrong. They're coming. They could come after you even if they didn't do anything wrong. Dude, you are on video, recorded yourself. How stupid do you have to be? Like, this is the best way to get in trouble with the authorities, to record yourself telling everybody that I evade taxes. Like, there's no surer way of getting in trouble than having a recording like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But listen to this part as well.
$1,000 they made, I'd give them 3, and I'd keep 7. They thought they were on 50%. And I said that the disparity is because of taxes. So you're on 50%, but we had to pay the tax first, and then it's 50-50. If they say, why is it 50-50? Because I'm the one on camera. You say, because I'm the one typing. I'm the one with the property you're working in. I'm the one paying the bills, the electricity. I'm the one who's, and the electricity and every other maintenance cost of this property. I'm the one who bought the equipment. I'm the one who knows what he's doing. I'm the one with the knowledge. I'm the da-da-da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. Go online. And they should be pretty happy with that if they respect you as a person overall. So really, you're paying 30. You tell them you're paying 50. Difference is in the tax. That's where the disparity lies. Taxes.
And when you're not paying any tax,
they don't believe you, or they want to get fresh or whatever. Print out some tax forms. I used to do this all the time. I used to print out some random tax forms and say, "Yeah, sign here, sign this."
Random tax forms. So he's forging documents. I mean, he's so stupid. He probably thought that, like, no.
Why would you record
this?
Why would you record this? Okay.
This is so stupid. You would never say this in public.
What is it?
I thought you said he's smart.
Yeah, I hadn't seen. I'm sorry, I hadn't seen this. I hadn't seen. But this video is in our defense. I think this is a very old video. Look at him; he looks different.
Okay.
But you're right; he's not smart.
I'll pay the tax or not. Okay, and they just sign away. I don't know what the fuck I'm signing. I'll throw them away afterwards. But they think something's happening. Something real's happening.
He thinks that he fooled these women, but he was actually fooling himself when he was making these confessions. I mean, this is how stupid that is. Yeah, I don't know. These are the confessions of Andrew Tate. Obviously everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is beyond any standard of morality you can apply. Right? Any decent person should be shocked, and no decent person should defend him. But Taters are so stupid. They look at all this evidence and they still make excuses for him. That's the sad part of the world we live in. This is a clown world. But not only it's morally and ethically wrong, as we've shown you today, he's also crossed some legal lines as well, where he would get in trouble. And obviously, so there are some serious charges of rape, of sex trafficking, luring women to his property, and then somehow slowly coercing them into sex business. Initially, they're not willing, but then they fall for it, either through lover boy method or using sex as a tool to control them or to manipulate them. I'm sure all the Romanian authorities are not stupid. I'm sure they're finding. And to make matters worse about this guy's stupidity, Armin, he actually used to say that, the West is terrible, blah, blah, blah. Romania is amazing. This is why I moved to Romania, because Romania is not corrupt. Yes, blah, blah, blah. And now he's going with the idea of, he actually tweeted that. He said, anyone who thinks I'm a sex trafficker, if you're putting your faith in the Romanian authorities, then you're an idiot. So
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Just dissing the people who have arrested you is not a good idea.
That's not a good idea either. No, he initially went with the idea. No, but I know his plan of action. I think I can read his mind. You know what he's going to say? He's going to say, I wasn't making these tweets. I was in prison. So it was my manager who made these tweets. So,
but even before he was arrested, he constantly said that Romania officials are so corrupted, corruption. Nobody follows the laws here. This is such a corrupt country. It's like, so now that he's arrested, what do you think if the judge is going to do? You think
we're corrupt, huh? You think we're corrupt? Okay, send him away for 5 years.
Let me show you what we do with corruption in this country, Mr. Tate. Let me show you. Let's fix that. How about that? How about we start getting less corrupt, starting with you?
Yes, exactly. Look,
he's almost as if he's challenging. He's almost as if he's challenging the justice system in Romania to come after him. You're like, hey, look at me, I'm so corrupt because this country doesn't care about corruption. He's a billboard of come arrest me so that you could show the world that we're not corrupt. I don't know.
He's stupid, and yeah, I tweeted about this as well. He definitely thinks that PR is going to save his ass. He genuinely believes that. This is why he's getting so high on this support that he's getting from Muslim men. They're not going to do anything. They're going to tweet about you, bro. They're going to tweet about you. They're going to talk about it for about a week or so, and
they're going to pray. They're going to pray.
Not even that.
They are.
This is a clown world. This is a clown world. Prophet Muhammad would be shocked he'd be like, what the F is going on? Like, even the Muslim youth. I think I made this. I when he converted to Islam, I said this. I said that he's going to misguide a lot of Muslim youth. He's going to take them away from Islam, and he's going to get them towards. He's going to get them indulged in his, in his twisted, debaucherous lifestyle or something. I think that is happening. These guys, very few of them, I see Muslim names who are defending him. Very few of them are. They don't look very Muslim, but they're like, yeah, top G, yeah, F the hose, that kind of thing, which is very un-Islamic. And there are Muslims tend not to behave. They behave like that privately. They may do that. They're hypocrites, but like they don't put it out there like that. So I think he's an idiot. He's not very bright at all. Digging one's own grave. Yeah, he's this is what happens. I genuinely believe when people become too obnoxious, too arrogant, and narcissistic for their own good, they start doing that. They start bragging about it, and this is what's happening.
I have a solution for this. If you ever become rich or famous or both, okay, I think the best way to make sure that you don't go insane like this, like, I don't know, like Elon Musk or Andrew Tate, okay, is to surround yourself by people who constantly question you. And they are naysayers, okay? Do not eliminate the naysayers from your circle, because that will make you go insane, okay? Have people around you that constantly like, that seemed like a bad idea. Like, you might think like, oh, these are just negative energy and they're not going to help. They're going to stop me from achieving all my dreams and stuff like that. But the consequences of removing all of them is devastating. So have a few of them around you.
I hope Shakil is not one of those people. I think there's no evidence, though. This is a common mantra that I keep seeing from people. Those clips aren't enough to incriminate him. Look, I don't think you're a legal expert either, but saying cheating, short paying your staff, deliberately short paying your staff, and telling them that I'm paying tax on your behalf, I'm pretty sure there would be a criminal charge for it somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I don't know about the, using sex as means to coerce people into performing sexual acts on camera, whether that's a crime or not. I don't know about that. But this tax part, there's definitely, there would be a couple of years in that somewhere.
There are a lot of people who say that, oh, no, because he's rich, the system always favors rich people, and rich people don't really go to jail. And that's why he's going to use like really good lawyers, and he's going to get out of it and stuff like that. That's what they're saying. But I don't know. That's
that's a very. This is what I was worried about, Armin, when you said that you don't know if you feel sorry for his victims. This is the kind of mentality that it eventually turns into. If you're a victim of a scam, you deserve what happened to you because you're stupid. Being stupid.
No.
As a society, we need to protect everyone, including stupid people. And no matter how smart you might think you are, you could be also fooled by a smarter scam artist. So that's why the laws for a reason. And that's why people who scam people, who take advantage of people's gullibility and stupidity, they should be imprisoned. Okay,
now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. Okay, thank you, Shakil, for being so disgusting. So I try not to be like you. Okay, I was very like you have managed to make me feel like I agree with Harris on this. Okay, I do. These people do not deserve it. I was only thinking about maybe if you're rich and you lost a lot of money because of this and you're still rich, those are the only people that I don't feel bad about, because maybe by losing this money, they will that would be a growing experience. That would be a learning experience. Okay. But by all the other people who were scammed out of their retirement money, out of their, savings that they needed for the future, that they needed for better things, and they're not very rich, and this is going to be a hard loss on them. Being stupid is not a crime, and society needs to protect its stupid people, okay? Because stupid people deserve more protection and more care because they're vulnerable, okay? You cannot just be like, oh, these people are stupid, so they deserve what they're coming at them. In fact, because they're stupid, they deserve more care, okay? Because, being stupid is a mix of genetics and socioeconomic and environmental effects, right? So it's not like people have chosen to be stupid, okay? You need to, being stupid is a handicap and we don't and just like we don't look down upon other handicaps, we shouldn't look down upon, being stupid is also a disadvantage that you have that requires more protection, not hate. It's hard not to hate stupid people because we're mentally also wired to hate some, you know, people who don't understand us. Like that is our wiring of our brains. Like, you know, for inherently we get frustrated, but it's good for us to train ourselves to actually show more empathy and care for people who are less intelligent rather than hating them. Yeah.
Okay.
Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.